Hello, everybody, and welcome to another MCParks public meeting. This one's for the month of February 2026. I didn't know what month it was.
I was going to say you definitely forgot what I was going to say.
Fine.
I was going to say April for some reason.
Yeah, who knows? That was Josh, who you just heard, who's joining me this week as well.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're listening to this.
That's true. Yeah, it could be any of those. And then also, Darren is here. How you doing, Darren?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing, Ryan?
I'm doing quite all right. Busy as per usual, but all fun things.
Yeah.
And
you're going on a cruise soon.
I am going on a little cruise this weekend. It's true. It's true. But that's not the most fun thing that's happening this weekend.
Can't wait for some catastrophic thing to happen.
Look, no, Darren, that only happens when you and I travel together. That's the curse. Yes. For those who don't know,
it'll never happen again.
The last two times Darren and I have gone on trips together. 2 times ago we were in Disneyland and the creative server broke.
Died.
It's been down ever since. And then over the summer we went on a cruise, and the drive on the machine that runs our database died, and that was annoying. So it's just a
and the inventory sync has been down ever since.
It's true. But yeah, it's just a curse. I guess Darren and I aren't allowed to travel together.
Nope.
But whatever. It is what it is. But I'm happy to have you all here. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. But okay, I was trying to segue to this earlier, but now I'll do it for real. There's something even more fun going on this weekend than me going on a trip. And it's something that all of you can experience. And we're going to tell you about it later on in the meeting. So be excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
Segue points.
Do we want to do it later on in the meeting? Do we want to just do it now?
You should ask people how they're doing.
Yeah, you haven't asked.
We should.
It's
true. The people. Hello, people. My live studio audience. How are we all doing this evening? If you want to join the meetings when we record them live, you can join our Discord at discord.gg/mcparks. We have these on the first Wednesday of every month at 9 p.m. Eastern. And there's 60 some odd people with us here this evening, and they're doing great, excited. They're good. They are missing Dinosaur. It's true. Dinosaur did close this past weekend. Darren and I were there. Had a good time.
I was one of the last 4 cars.
That's neat. That's pretty cool. People are excited and good and awesome. They're great. They're excited for Muppets. They're excited for a new Disney CEO. They're excited for all the rides they rode this month. All very exciting things. And let's see, what happened this past January? Anything notable happen in the month of January on MC Parks? That wasn't a facetious question. I actually don't.
I don't
know.
Think so.
Yeah. We're starting to hold some things close to our chest because we are prepping for the MCParks Expo and anniversary shindig that we're having this April.
Oh.
Was that the first time we said that? Well, there you go. Guess what? The expo is happening around our anniversary this April, and I am super excited for all the things that we're going to be announcing. It's going to be worth the not very many big juicy tidbits of info coming out of these meetings for the next couple months. Yeah. I assure you.
You never know what the surprise we have in store for tonight is.
It's true. We do have a surprise for tonight, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I don't know. There's so many cool things. We're refreshing some areas of the parks that haven't been touched in 8 years.
Forever, it feels like.
I know. We're adding some fun new functionality that people have been asking for a long time. What else are we doing? We're opening some new things. We are breathing new life into some experiences that have been around for a few years. What else? Does everything fall into one of those categories?
We're closing something.
I mean,
we are. Yeah.
At least one thing will be closing. Because it's tied to something new opening.
Yeah. It's
Not
true.
me in live time trying to remember.
I was also
figure out.
I was also trying to figure it out. I think I got it though. But yeah, I was right. No one in chat has gotten it right, but that's fine.
No one's gonna miss it.
It's okay. We'll figure it out.
It's true. I really doubt that anybody will miss it. To be very clear.
Yeah.
But that's all in the future. Why don't we talk about something a little bit more here and now? How's that sound?
I agree. And Ryan,
yeah,
for the expo, could you kind of like walk everybody through like what the format of that typically is?
Yeah. So we put on a little bit of a keynote presentation. It's a pre-recorded video that we'll put up out on our YouTube channel, but it'll be like live streamed, so everyone will be able to watch in real time and comment on how surprised they are about everything. And there's a bunch of produced videos, and there's segments from all members of the team showing off some cool things that they're working on. We announced some stuff. It's very similar to like a Nintendo Direct, or who else has pre-recorded like announcement things these days?
It sounds so much more relaxing for us once we get all the videos recorded. But in the here and now, when we don't have the videos recorded.
Look. Yeah.
I love when I asked somebody for an update 5 minutes ago and they said, "What video am I supposed to be working on again?"
It was great. But yeah, so the keynote presentation happens, and everyone gets to kind of get the rundown of all the fun things that we're working on, and then after that, we open up an expo hall, and this is a physical place on the server that you can go and see some exhibits and exhibitions. I guess those are both the same thing. Exhibits and exhibitions, they're literally the same word, but that's fine. You can go into this place and see all of these wonderful exhibits that are showing off all the things we talked about, or some of the things we talked about in the keynote. I've seen what the team's been putting together for the expo hall. It's pretty cool.
There's one video that's very cool.
Oh, the videos. Yeah, I was talking about the expo hall itself.
Oh,
but yes.
Oh, yeah.
There's some cool videos as well and then of course just the content and what's going to be opening as a result of it is also really fun, exciting. But then also throughout the weekend of the expo, we also have panels hosted by your esteemed MCParks cast member team. Usually in these, we go through a little bit more in depth about what each of our teams does, how you can get involved with the team. Share some of our secret sauce. We maybe, I don't know, what else. I don't know. Obviously, you get to ask questions. You get to ask questions like every month here. Yeah.
Big Q&A, not just to us though, but like for the entire team. It's also a cool way for us to like share stories and like more in-depthly talk about like the different projects people are working on.
Yeah, we've gone like 90 minutes, 2 hours on some of these things before.
Big old peek behind the curtain of how things run. So
yeah, so it'll be a fun time. You're definitely going to want to be here for the MCParks Expo, which again is happening around our anniversary this April. Can you believe that MCParks is turning 13 years old?
MCParks can apply for cast member.
Crazy.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
So we Ryan and Josh, we were working on the videos for the keynote, and one of them was finished, and it came across my desk that, hey, this project is actually done really early. And if we wanted to, while we're sort of holding things close to us, maybe we could open something very soon. And would you guys be interested in that? Does that?
I don't know. No one in the chat seems excited about this.
I'm seeing some excitement, Josh.
I'm seeing a little bit of excitement going on.
It's starting to roll in, I guess.
The streets are saying people are excited.
Not the streets. All right. Perhaps we have a video to show you guys.
Yeah, let's get this up for you guys.
Hi. At this point in the live meeting, we premiered a video on YouTube, but since this is an audio-only podcast, that doesn't make any sense. So the link to the video is in the description of this video, which is the podcast. So go there. All right, now the video's done. That's right. It's the first open hotel at the Disneyland Resort on MC Parks. It is the Pixar Pier Hotel, and it's opening February 7th, which is this Saturday. I call it the Pixar Pier Hotel. I mean the Pixar Place Hotel. We never get this right.
The fact that they named them differently is a little...
Oh, we're not getting into that, Josh. We're not getting into that this evening. But what we are getting into is the fact that the Pixar Place Hotel is opening this Saturday, and it features so much amazing artwork. Oh my gosh.
It looks stunning.
The amount of pixel art on the walls is insane. So many sketches and so many different styles of all your favorite Pixar pals. And as I'm sure you noticed, there was also a shot of a gift shop, and you might have noticed a few new merchandise items. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe we have a new piece of merchandise that represents every Pixar film. Is that true?
Every single Pixar movie ever made is now represented in new MC Parks merchandise.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
So. There's a lot of them. I don't know if any of the if anyone's in chat that has pictures. Didn't Bubbles make a picture with like all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that around? Do we have that?
I might have deleted it. I don't
know. Yeah, well.
The video Bubbles posted with the lizard hitting the phone screen is really funny. And then instead of it saying lizard, it says Pixar Place Hotel.
I just sort of breezed over that for some reason.
Going to say lizard, and then it said Pixar.
Wonderful. Hey, Bubbles has the picture, so there we go. Look in the meeting chat, 9:15 p.m. if you're watching this after the fact. Look at all this merch. Some of it is
even
redone.
Have uppers in there. Look at that.
Yeah. Some of it is redone models of legacy merchandise, and some of it is just brand new stuff.
Look
There's a lot of stuff.
Cute, all the Wally and the Doug and all of it, the Bing Bong, all of it.
Yeah, I don't know which one's my favorite. There is indeed all of it.
It's all there.
So yeah, figure out what is your favorite, and then you'll be able to purchase them all in game on Saturday when we open the Pixar Place Hotel.
Hooray!
Excited. Yay! All right, you guys think that'll tide you over until the expo? That sound good? You like that?
Say yes.
You could say no. That's an option. Some people are saying no. They're saying they want more.
For those who are saying no, we have nothing else for you.
Well, whatever.
Right. It sounded like you were teeing them up for something else.
Sorry. But... Look. I'm sorry to set unrealistic expectations here at the MC Parks public meeting.
That is indeed all that we have right now.
But you never know what we might.
But now's a new minute, so we get.
It might be nothing. Right? Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna read out the top 10 rides and the top 10 riders from this month, and then we'll answer some questions from all you folks. In 10th place this week, we had Test Track at Epcot with 1,567 rides. 9th place is Living with the Land, also at Epcot, 1,735. The Walt Disney World Railroad had 1,872 rides, and it put that into what 8th place? Nope, that's 7th place. 8, 6th, 10, 9, 8, 7. Here we go. Number 7 is the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover with 1,939 rides. 6th place is Spaceship Earth with 1,984. We had Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain at Disneyland Paris in the number 5 spot with 2,202. We had Jumpin' Jellyfish in 4th with 2,696. The Venetian Gondolas from Tokyo Disney Sea in 3rd place with 2,872. The Silly Symphony Swings in 2nd place scored 5,254 rides. And Dr. Doom's Fearfall from Islands of Adventure was the number 1 ride this month with 8,859 rides. Moving on to our top 10 riders of the month, we had Nice Pastry in 10th with 1,350, Akoya in 9th with 1,402, James A. Garza 11 in 8th with 1,453, Bubbles Ducky in 7th with 1,663, followed by Sunglasses with 1,664, edging out Bubbles Ducky by just 1 ride. 5th place is It's K&M with 1,823. The Hatbox Ghost 1 in 4th with 1,894. Stellar K in 3rd with 3,325. We had Disneyland 1955 in 2nd place with 4,152. And your number 1 rider for the month was Muziki in 1st place with 8,537 rides. There you go, your top 10 rides, your top 10 riders for the month. And now we shall answer real questions from MCParks guests that they put in chat.
Something I wanted to mention real quick also about some
first,
of the
hold on. Question related. Make your questions full sentences, please, and pertaining to MCParks.
One of the merch items in the store at Pixar Place Hotel is a brand new interactive item. So have those park points ready because it costs a nice, cool 20,000 park points.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
So be ready.
Yeah. All right. Parks wants to know how Beacons of Light is going and if we have any new clips to share. Don't have any new clips to share. We were blocked on it for a while because we had to remake the Spaceship Earth globe due to some issues with its construction. That has since been lifted, but I don't think anyone has picked progress back up.
Well, it's only been lifted. Like, it hasn't been the new Spaceship Earth hasn't been moved over into place yet.
Well, right, yes, but that wouldn't block doing the show. Previously, the existence of it was blocking.
No.
Yeah, so that's something different.
But it's still like a block or two debuting it.
Sure. Sorry, I was talking about progress on making it. So we were blocked on making additional progress on it for a bit because of that. But we haven't picked it up back up yet. So because of that, I don't have any additional clips to share with you. Dave wants to know what the worst performing ride is, I guess, of the month. So this month, Autopia at Disneyland Paris, which is closed, and that's why it's so low. Never mind. Let's see. What's last here?
Honestly, I'm shocked that has ride tracking on it.
I guess some people put it on there. Well, really, real last place was Gwazi, like not Iron Gwazi. I don't know how that got a ride. I guess, is there a switch that can be flipped for that, and the cast member did it? I don't know. There's a couple closed rides on here that cast members were playing around with, but I think the last one is the Disney Sea Electric Railway starting from the American Waterfront, which had 71 rides. That's going to be last place for this month. Let's see. Fig Prange 04 wants to know if we have any updates to share on Epic Universe. A couple, I think last meeting or the meeting before, we shared some screenshots. There hasn't been a ton of progress in the past couple weeks, but I don't have them, just sitting here ready to paste. But a surprising number of buildings have been height mapped, and a lot of the lands are starting to take recognizable shape. It looks pretty neat. Sorry to send you on a big chase, but if you search for Epic Universe or Epic in this channel and go back to some of the other meetings, and then you scroll down, you might see the last time we sent pictures. We really need a better solution to that problem, so we can send people back to see stuff. We'll think of one. Disney Halloween wants to know how Tron is going. There actually has been some Tron updates.
Broken continues to work on videos for Tron.
Yeah. You might want to
pre-show stuff.
Yeah, that might be something that you hear more about at the expo. So stay tuned. Let's see. Rye Madbo asks if we have any intentions of adding World of Color. Let me tell you something. Here at MCParks, we intend to have every operating ride show and attraction from all of the parks that we have on the server open and available to you, our guests. That being said, got a lot to still do. And everyone on a team is a volunteer, and for the most part just works on the things that are interesting to them and that they are passionate about and what they are in the mood to work on. We haven't had a concerted effort from the team to do work on World of Color for a while. So there's nothing to share on that. But as far as the intention, we've got the intention to have everything. How's the Disneyland Paris rides? Any updates? We might have news to share about more than one of them at the expo. Black Belt Medic 5, thank you for the question. So maybe stay tuned.
I feel like that's going to be a common phrase over the next couple of...
It's true. It's true.
We're at the point where we're starting to hold some information.
Yeah. Let's see. Mist wants to know how often Mr. Joe Gardner will be playing in the lobby of the Pixar Place Hotel. I don't actually know the status of that and how that is rigged up.
The tech for that is not advanced enough to do it, because Moore was working on this whole thing for music.
It's not at the spot yet where we're showing it off.
Yeah. But let me tease something though, because I think it is really cool. Moore has been working on a thing to have armor stands realistically play musical instruments.
Yes, it's very cool.
It is very cool. So, stay tuned.
Yeah, the intent is to do that and have it be probably just like a show, like the Dapper Dans or whatever, but that tech is not quite there yet, and we didn't think that one experience
we weren't gonna
should be a blocker, to the hotel opening.
Sergeant Pepper wants to know if there are any additional wands, lightsabers, or Marvel things coming. I guess interactive things.
Well, we just said something about a Pixar thing.
There will be an interactive item opening or launching at the Pixar Place Hotel.
Maybe some new Marvel stuff soon also.
Yeah.
Quite possibly.
It's true. Captain Slow 17 asks how everyone got involved in MC Parks. Cast members in the chat, reply to that and tell Mr. Captain Slow, or is it Mr.? Could be. I don't know.
I added my credit card info to a server hosting company's website, and I had a server.
There you go. Look at that. I go to my YouTube channel. I explain it there. Long story. And also, if you go to some past history panels from past expos, you can also find the story there, and it's told much better. But I hope that cast members are responding to you and telling you how they got involved. Nebula wants to know how progress is on Avatar Flight of Passage, and I am sad to tell you that I think it has been about 6 years since anybody has touched Avatar Flight of Passage.
I touched it last year to move parts of it off of the map for Walt
Okay,
Disney
well,
World.
I don't know if that's quite what Nebula had in mind when they were asking.
No, I made it harder for someone to re-pick it up. Yes.
Yeah, it happens. Oh, this is a good question. Avid Dreamer wants to know what rooms will cost at the Pixar Place Hotel, and the answer is 2,000 park points. It'll be in that moderate hotel category.
Yeah, we briefly debated having like a value moderate deluxe, but then Disneyland really doesn't have a proper value resort, so we went, no, it's going to be a moderate.
Yeah. Logan the 16th wants to know if ET is opening anytime soon. I don't know about ET specifically, but Universal Studios, Florida, might have some things to share about that park at the expo.
Progressing.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Any new shows coming to MC Parks this year? Asks Ti Mon. The year's a long time, and I don't know. Is the short answer there? One thing that I do want to see
actively being worked on, probably not.
Maybe, maybe not. One thing that I do want to see
depends on how crazy you think more is.
I think more is pretty crazy, but that's neither here nor there. One thing that I would like to see this year is continued modernization of Happily Ever After. We've been making some adjustments to it. We've been improving some animations. We've been updating some of the transitions between castle projections and everything. I want to see more of that. I want to see the spotlights and lasers get redone, because I think there's better ways we could do some of those animations. There might be some other ways we can enhance that as well. But yeah. Adam Tweak wants to know if there's any way you can gift donor status to someone. Yeah, you can go to the donation store and just put in someone else's username, and then they'll get what you buy. There you go. Simpsons Rule 690 asks about progress in Fantasy Springs. I feel like I did see some progress in Fantasy Springs recently-ish. Am I misremembering?
Define recent.
I don't know.
The last 2-3 months, yes. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, this was just someone had just posted a tweet. I was like, I feel like I saw a notification in there recently. Just because a tweet was posted in the thread. So it's been a bit is the answer to that. Oh no, I lost my scroll. Okay, hold on. I gotta get back to where I was. Where was I? Here I was. Blue Garuda wants to know the odds of the Ares overlay showing up on Tron. I'm gonna say 0, since it's already done in real life and the ride isn't open right now. I don't know. Basically, if someone on the team really wants to make the Ares overlay, they'll make the Ares overlay, is probably what will happen. But, maybe it'll be a little Easter egg that we can turn on for events or whatever. Who knows?
I was listening to, I think it was a podcast, and somebody was talking about how, it's such an easy thing for Disney to turn on. They should just, run it during the Halloween parties or something.
They're always looking for little things like that, low effort things to do during the parties anyway for overlays. So I could see that happening.
Yep, it's right in line with Space Mountain in the dark or whatever.
Yeah. And what's scarier than Jared Leto? I can't think of anything personally.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. How did my scroll get screwed up again? Let's see.
Ryan in the medieval times.
My scroll. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. What do we got here? Fig Pranjo 4 wants to know where the expo hall will be located. I don't think we're sharing that just yet, but it will be somewhere in a park.
Kind of.
Or a resort. Yeah, in a park or a resort. Josh, the question that you've been fearing has arrived. Echo the Boy has asked how Disneyland's parking trams are doing.
Check back in April.
Ah, all right. Kyler asks if there's any plans to open any more rides in Busch Gardens. And the answer to that is
there are more attractions to open in Busch Gardens.
It's true. So. We're going to have all of them open eventually. So, Let's see. What other questions? Okay, we're at the point where cast members are responding to the person who asked how everyone got involved.
Ryan is taking too long to get down to the question, so other cast members are taking it upon themselves.
Okay. They're allowed to, of course. I'm not going to stop them. Let's see. Lots of chatter happening here as well. If it was easier for me to view multiple Discord channels at once, I would say we would just have a dedicated thread for questions, and then we're gonna have chatter somewhere else. But or maybe we need a producer to just take the questions and put them in a separate place, and I can in a doc or something. Whatever.
And you're gonna automate the recording and then make me do that. I see how it works.
I mean, that's something we could automate too, I guess. But look. Let's see.
I think one of the next questions after the tram one was if there would be buses from Pixar to the park, to which I responded in the chat with a map of Disneyland and said Pixar Place is right next to the park, so they don't offer buses.
Yeah, they do not operate buses in real life there. This next question is from Dave, who asks how we get the scale right on rides and whatnot.
Dave, I'm a big fan of your hot chicken.
There you go. Good hot chicken. Now, on Dave's Hot Chicken is a fried chicken. They're a chain, right? There's a lot of them.
Yeah. There's loads of them.
They give chain
recently
vibes.
Bought by private equity.
Oh, cool. Well, Dave, hope you enjoy the exit. And I fear that your hot chicken. I fear that your hot chicken is going to decrease in quality and go up in price pretty soon. So
it already has.
Ah, darn. Well, look, private equity.
You hate to see it.
Yeah.
Chili's could never.
To answer your question, though, is Chili's publicly traded?
I think so. Like the restaurant group it's part of,
it's owned by Brinker International Inc. They also own Maggiano's Little Italy and franchises over 1,600 locations.
Restaurant group.
Their stock ticker is EAT, which is phenomenal. That's great, right? 10 out of 10. Big fan of that.
Trying to answer this question for 10 minutes.
Calls on eat is what I'm saying. This is not financial advice. But how do we get the scale right on rides and whatnot? We use a wide variety of sources. We use satellite imagery. We use blueprints. We use occasionally LiDAR. We use videos and are able to take the sizes of things from known reference points and do some proportions like you do in middle school science. You do some of that. Like, how tall is this flagpole? It's like, well, this man is 5'6", and so let's stack them up. You do things like that.
A bunch of tools that do math for us.
Essentially, yes. If you go to some of the previous expos and watch the Imagineering panels, they will almost certainly go into detail about our process.
Or
I would recommend
come to the next one and come to the Imagineer panel, and we'll probably also go into detail on it.
It's true. That's assuming we have an Imagineer panel. We haven't put together the panel schedule yet.
I'm assuming we'll have one or something in the same vein.
Yeah, it's a good guess. We normally do. I clicked away from the meeting channel. Will my scroll be back where I was?
Absolutely not.
Why would it be?
Everyone put your scroll GIFs and pictures in chat.
Now, luckily, I was able to find where I was because Darren posted this scroll GIF. And so now I know where I was. So that's great. Fig Pranjo 1 wants to know if we are repainting the Cinderella Castle at Magic Kingdom.
Once it gets finished.
Yeah. We've already, based on the concept art, we've done some little mock-ups, but who knows what it's actually going to look like. So once it is done, then we will pick what color palette we're going to do. Luckily, it takes us significantly less time to do that than it does.
You say that,
folks in real life. No, I think it does. I think I'm pretty confident in that.
I mean, less time than in real life, but there's a few different builds we have to update with the new colors.
I still think it's significantly less time. Willing to bet. Let's see.
What's your favorite question?
What's my favorite question?
2 down from the MK Castle being painted is your favorite question.
Oh,
Will
that is one of my favorite questions. Who knows? Who knows? Quite honestly, look, there's lots of cool things about a theme park server operating a creative server. And there's lots of ways that it benefits us as well. Just, as far as like talent acquisition and, getting and finding people to invite to join the team. That being said, operating a creative server is very different than operating a theme park server. There's lots of other things that come into play, many of which I'm not super crazy about. And quite honestly, neither is a good chunk of the administration team here at MC Parks. So who knows? Maybe we'll operate a creative server again one day. But it's something that constantly moved down my to-do list for a reason, bringing back creative. So, is what it is. Let's see, what other questions do we have? Some people asking for additional parks that we do not presently have plans for even. Let's see. Ryan Madbo says that we should do one-to-one recreations of some of the motels inside Disneyland. You should go out there. You should go out onto Harbor Boulevard and walk up and down. You'll see some stuff. Tanner asks about Flamingo Crossings. It's been started. Go walk out there. Honestly, guys, for half of these things, like you're like, haha, I wonder if they have this area that's near the parks. Just go walk there. Go find out. Take out your map. Pull up Google Maps. Figure out where it is. Get over there. Song of Light wants to know a project that's very close to being pushed out to the public. My answer for you, no, the Avid Dreamer stole my joke, was going to be Pixar Place Hotel. But apart from that, you're going to want to come to the expo. What's a project or ride you personally want to do but isn't feasible right now? I want to have all of Walt Disney World completed. That's what I want.
Feasible.
It's not feasible. No one wants to do it. They didn't say technically feasible. It's not politically feasible. This.
I want to do it. I just don't want to outline it.
Right. See, look, we got excuses all over the place. There you go. Let's see. Trav Max Fun asks if there's any updates on the Epcot resorts. So here's the deal.
Oh gosh, this is going back to me again.
This is another story. So when we initially made the 4 parks at Walt Disney World, we weren't super thinking about them eventually connecting up one day. Of course, we knew that it was going to happen, but it wasn't really at the forefront of anybody's mind. Because of this,
we didn't know how height mapping worked, really.
Right. Because of this, the Y values where lots of things were built aren't in the right places in certain parts of the server. Namely, the Magic Kingdom part of the resort and everything else is like a few blocks off. We were able to ignore this because of the big gulf of space that we had in between parks, but we need to address this before we start doing any additional work in Crescent Lake, because the friendship boats have to go through. And currently, the way that we are hiding this, for lack of a better word, cliff.
It's a 2-block disparity in height.
Yeah. We've gotten it pretty far down. We've done a lot to mitigate it, but we can't really get away from this 2-block waterfall that in the little waterway that connects World Showcase Lagoon with Crescent Lake.
It's actually 2 different waterfalls. We go down 1 block and then Crescent Lake is a different height, and then we go down another block, I think.
Yeah.
Is how it works.
Yeah. So to fix this, what we're going to have to do is raise up all of Hollywood Studios a couple blocks, and we're just procrastinating doing that. So, yep.
You know what the actual problem is that everything was sort of lining up with each other, and then we realized that Epcot wasn't at the correct height, because we just had it like when you go past Spaceship Earth, it was all on one level instead of going uphill like it should. So we fixed that, and that made Epcot too tall compared to where Hollywood Studios should have been. But Hollywood Studios was built at the height of Epcot when we first built Epcot.
Yeah. So we're going to fix it, but, we're not doing it right now. All right, I'm seeing lots of questions about the progress of individual things that I think everyone should come to the expo to learn more about. Let's see. Anything else?
Yeah, well, someone just going on about that previous one. Dave says massive undertaking, or is it mostly something that can be done through mods? Yeah, we can raise it up easy enough through World Edit, but it is a matter of all of the tech for the like 4 or 5 rides that are open there has to also be adjusted. And how
the physical
big of
blocks moving is the easy part.
Yeah, physical blocks moving part, the making sure everything works after the blocks have moved is the harder part. Plus you have to readjust all the warps, and
there's lots of little bits of technology that are various ages and using various systems, because Hollywood Studios was started in 2018. So we've gone through a lot of changes since then. So there's lots of like different generations of the way that we do things that we'll need to bring up to par. It's not like there's nothing that's particularly difficult. It's all just like a lot of annoying work, and if you do it wrong, it's going to be really annoying to fix. And
yes,
that's the perfect storm for I'll do it later.
And you have to keep in mind that like at least one of the rides needs to remain open for the sake of completing dailies at all times. So like we can't do it all at once either. Yeah, close everything and move it.
We're always trying to minimize downtime of attractions. Kind of on the topic of Hollywood Studios, Fake Pranjo 4 wants to know if we're working on the new animation courtyard. We will when it is done in real life. So just in general, when we're working on things that aren't open yet, there's lots of challenges, right? Concept art isn't always a genuine reflection of what ends up getting built. And also, that's the most of it, right? It's essentially just we don't have great reference material.
We've built off concept art before and had to redo a lot of things.
Yeah,
we've been burned before.
It's caused us lots and lots of headaches. We way back in 2014, so a nice long time ago, we opened
12 years ago.
Yeah, we opened Seven Dwarfs Mine Train on the same day that it opened in real life, which sounded really cool in theory, and it was until we started doing other things around New Fantasyland. We're like, oh, hold on a minute, this is completely wrong. So we don't do that anymore. So we wait until after things are done in real life and we have good reference material to work on stuff. And in the case of things that replace other things in the park, what we'll do is we will keep the old experience there and open and available until we are done with its replacement. Because why keep something closed unnecessarily? This was also a lesson learned, because when Innoventions Plaza closed at Epcot, we were real excited to put up the construction walls for some reason, and then it sat like that for years, and that's not great.
I mean, that's the second or third time we made the mistake. You want to know why ET is still closed? Because someone was like, oh, this will be a day project to fix this up, and then...
It's true. That's also why we also do work off-site first now, and whatever. We've made a lot of improvements over the years. Avid Dreamer, if you want to hear more about Tiana's, I almost guarantee that we'll have more to share at the expo. Dave wants to know if there are any attractions that we don't really want to replace because they run pretty well. And they gave the example of Splash Mountain, which is hilarious because Splash Mountain is falling apart on the server.
The worst. Like, maybe the third or fourth worst ride on the server.
It is not doing well. So that's a bad example. That being said, though, I mean, look, if it's in a good shape and we need to close it for some reason, we'll take videos of it. We obviously, like save backups and things.
Test
but
Track
we're not
2.0 to 3.0 is the biggest sort of question mark here, right? Because like Test Track 2.0 is really good and cool that we have on here, and now we're like, okay, well 3.0 has just come out.
Yeah, but we're always we're not gonna keep anything just because we like it. We want everything to be an accurate reflection of the present day park, to the extent that we can. Sergeant Pepper wants to know, and Avid Dreamer wants to know. These are kind of similar questions, so I'll lump them together. Sergeant Pepper asks if we would ever do a defunct land of closed theme park attractions, and Avid Dreamer wants to know why don't we put the things that we close on Dreamscapes. It's come up a lot. It's just not anything that we've gotten sufficient kind of interest around the team to kind of make happen.
Well, for the most part, we haven't had anything worth saving so far for Dreamscapes. Like, basically every ride that we've replaced has been with a better version of itself up until this point. I don't know if there's very many exceptions.
Yeah. Song of Late wants to know where we do construction. So it depends on the project. If it's just something straight up that we don't have open yet, we can often do it on site in the actual place, in the live place.
Well, if it's something that we don't have open and that isn't replacing anything else.
That's what I'm saying, right? So if it's in a net new area, then we will do it in place. If it's in a spot where we currently have something else, then we will build it on a separate plot of land. Maybe it's a different server. It depends. And then we will paste it in when it is complete. But yeah, it's really dependent on the project.
There's like barriers if you go out far enough in any of the park servers, and it won't let you go any further. We will go beyond those and build new stuff, and then move them back into place when they're ready.
Yeah. All right, folks, I think I'm going to end it off there. I want to thank you all for joining us this evening for the MCParks monthly public meeting. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. This meeting is
presented by the MCParks Expo.
Yeah, that's true. That's accurate. Adjourned. Thank you very much for joining us. Good night, everyone. Have a good one.
Night.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.